What's happening, guys? This is Mike's Total Dragon Channel. It is new comic book day, and I've got a huge stack right here in front of me. I've got all my books here for the week, so we'll go ahead and go over them. Sitting at the top of the stack right here is issue number 9 of the Magic book. This series wraps up with issue number 10. It's been a pretty fun series, pretty interesting. Ashley Allen is a writer who was not really on my radar before this book came out, and now is a name I look for. So hopefully we'll get to see more work from her in the X universe after this book wraps up in next issue. Then we've got the newest issue of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here. This is issue number 11. The Jason Aaron run is going to end with issue number 12, so we're almost done with his run. And looks like April right here wearing the Casey Jones hockey mask with the stick. So that's been a kind of interesting type of plot they've been kind of working with lately. Her not really taking on the mantle of Casey Jones, but her becoming a lot more active, So it seems to be a little bit of mysticism involved with her as well. So I'll be interested to see how he explains all that before he heads off this book at issue number 12. Then we've got Laura Kinney, Wolverine, number 10 right here by Erica Schultz. This has been one of the books that I was surprised I liked as much as I have. And since I got into this book, I've also become a big fan of Erica Schultz. She's someone to keep an eye out for. With the book she's got going on, I look for her name to be attached to any sort of project that Marvel's got coming out. This Laura Kinney book here, the Honey Badger, basically her little sister showed up in the last issue, so she's been featured kind of prominently over these last 2 issues, kind of expanding that Wolverine family a little bit more. Then we've got Uncanny X-Men number 20 right here. This is the Gail Simone book that features basically Rogue and Gambit as mutant dad and mom to a new group of mutants, kind of like a mentor type role. So that's kind of fun. It's a bit different than what we're used to in Uncanny. Kind of a little bit more of a family-oriented mentor type book. But Gail Simone's been making it work. She just introduced a new villain in the last issue called Mutina. So that is basically it was like a self-loathing mutant, a mutant that kills mutants and hates mutants. So that was really interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing, hopefully, Gail Simone introducing more of her. Then we got Amazing Spider-Man number 11, Legacy issue number 975. This is last issue had a big last page reveal that there was 2 Spider-Mans, a Spider-Man and a Peter Parker, and on the last page the 2 met. So now we're going to get more information regarding how all that took place. As you can see right here on the cover, who are the 2 Spider-Men. So that will be interesting to see how all that plays out. And I believe from what I have read in the previews that they are going to launch this Spider-Man will be outer space, and then red and blue will be more street level. So that's kind of something different I've never seen done before with Spider-Man, so that should be fun. Then we've got issue number 5 of the Gwenpool book. With the last issue that came out, Gwenpool was killed by the original Gwen Stacy, that type of Weapon X Gwen Stacy, and she was basically a ghost. So this issue number 5 right here is wrapping up that storyline and explaining a lot more of it that stuff had been kind of teased So we're going to get the full story right here in issue number 5. Then we've got All New Venom, number 10 right here. I really like this book. I'm really enjoying Mary Jane with the Venom symbiote. This is exactly what I want from a Mary Jane book. Her and the Venom symbiote having adventures, solving mysteries, whatever you want to call it. Don't give me no Paul, don't give me no Pete. You know, just MJ and the symbiote, and I'm fine. And we've got the Hammerverse G.I. Joe. You know, I don't really think at this point in 2025 you can say anything more about Larry Hama and G.I. Joe than has been said yet. Then we've got Sisterhood number 3. This is part 3 of a 5-issue miniseries coming out of the Image Ghost Machine imprint. And it kind of ties into the Hyde Street book. Basically, it's like a sorority college hazing situation gone terribly awry, and now there's ghostly entity out for vengeance. This is the book I'm looking forward to the most. Matt Fraction, Jorge Jimenez on Batman number 1. I am a really big Matt Fraction fan, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do with this book right here. So I have high hopes for this, and I hope he doesn't disappoint. Then we've got Absolute Superman number 11 by Jason Aaron. This is, as I've said before, this is one of the books that I was least interested in when they launched the initial Absolute line, and now it's the one. Now it's basically down. I dropped Absolute Batman, and now Absolute Superman and Wonder Woman are the two ones I enjoy the absolute most. Haha. Captain Planet and the Planeteers. This is another Dynamite book. This is David Pepos on this, the same guy who is writing Speed Racer book. He's got a real good, much like in the Speed Racer book, it's slightly modified from the original version of Captain Planet, but the changes that were made make a lot of sense, and he's still very respectful to the characters in here. So although there has changed a little bit about Captain Planet and everything, it's not changed so drastically that you won't recognize or understand anything that's going on. Then we've got the Silverhawks, and this is kind of along the same vein as Captain Planet. Made a handful of changes right here with the Silverhawks property, but still nothing that is totally, out of left field. So it is one of the, like I've said, like a lot of these Dynamite properties, they're having like Johnny Quest and Silverhawks. They're not Inhumanoids, Herculoids. They're books that are based on properties that haven't been really explored a whole bunch. So you have a lot of opportunity to develop and change. And then the last book we have right here, actually second to last, this is the Adventures of Superman, Book of L. This is the Philip Kennedy Johnson book. His work on the previous Action Comics run, I think it was called, it was something about War World. I don't remember the exact title of what that big run was called, but anyway, it was insanely good. I enjoyed it, and I got a chance to see that his name was attached to another Superman book. I decided to pick it up, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure exactly what it's all about, but Philip Kennedy Johnson did not let me down with his last time on Superman, so hopefully this one keeps up the magic. And now this is the last issue right here for pickups. JSA number 11. This is the first part of a Ragnarok storyline. I read the first 2 issues of this, then I dropped it, but I have been hearing good things about what Jeff Lemire has done with Justice Society and the plans he has for Justice Society. He does have a year 1 style storyline coming up. So that's partly the reason why I picked this book up, is to kind of get a little bit of what's happening under my belt before they start that year one style storyline. So that is all the books I got for this week. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books. Kind of a big week, so I got a lot to read. Fortunately, for the first time in a long time, I am caught up on all my weekly reading, so I hope to be able to knock all this stuff out, and hopefully you guys will be able to get down to the shop, pick your stuff up. I know your local comic book shop owner will be glad to see you there. So till next time, you guys take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.